Good evening. I will be talking about home and school connections with English language learners. And I'm going to divide it into three topics of culturally responsive teaching, supporting the needs of English learners in the classroom, and as well as home and school connections. So this is going to be more of a Q&A. So first I'm going to talk about culturally responsive teachings. What are cultural influences on teaching and learning? Parental beliefs, social practices, attitudes towards teaching. What is cultural competence and its role in the instruction of English learners? I feel like it's the ability to understand people of different cultures and the ability to adapt effectively. I came from a multicultural background, so I was not always accepted in one category or the other. And my goal in my future classroom is to make sure that my students do not feel that way and to make my classroom adaptable and inclusive for all cultures and beliefs. How can English learners' cultural values and beliefs be integrated appropriately in the context of teaching and learning? Making the curriculum culturally appropriate, making it inclusive, modifying the lesson plan is how I believe we can integrate beliefs of all cultures and backgrounds. What is the role of culture in student learning? Influencing communication styles, values, beliefs, and learning preferences, and impacting our peers. How do school and classroom environments influence language acquisition, and what steps are necessary to create an inclusive environment? So in the school that I work at, we have a large population of English learners, primarily Spanish. We have a few that speak Mandarin, and we have one student who just started, so we're still learning where he is from because he started like 2 days ago and it's spring break now. And I have seen a lot of overall language development in providing structured learning opportunities and social interaction. So I did notice the student has been more reluctant to playing with his peers at recess. He'll kind of stick by the adults because other students aren't familiar with the language that he speaks. So we just have to teach the other students to be more culturally aware. What are some strategies for supporting and celebrating cultural diversity within instruction? Inclusiveness in lesson plan, like offering instructions in native languages, forms sent home in other languages as well. What are some strategies for leveraging home language and cultural assets? Sending dual language decodable text. That way the parents can learn as well. That way the parents can teach and go off of what the teacher is teaching the students, teaching their child. Promoting cross-cultural understanding and by collaborating. The next topic is supporting the needs of English learners in the classroom. What are some strategies for responsiveness to the different strengths, needs, and identities of all EL students, including special needs? Pull-out services. My school, we call it ELL. We have an ELL teacher that has pull-out services, and he pulls them out for 30 minutes a day, I believe 3 times a week. I don't have any English language learners in my class, but the kindergarten classroom next door does. So he'll pull them out. iPads or other assistive technology for students with special needs that not only not speak or understand the English language, but that are nonverbal, that might need a little extra assistance. Assistive technology will help with that. What are some opportunities and approaches to meet the social, emotional needs of English learners? Embracing and acknowledging. Like I said, I wasn't always embraced, and my culture wasn't always acknowledged in my school that I attended as a child. To not judge, and to be open to learning and possibly adapt. So just being more culturally aware. What is the importance of understanding the social needs, emotional, and cultural needs of students when establishing classroom routine and procedures? Student may have had a different classroom expectations in their previous school, whether it was a different country or etc. Be patient. They are still learning. They're already trying to adapt to a new language and a new environment. Don't put them down because it can lower their self-esteem. Next topic is home and school connections. How might family and community practice funds of knowledge influence language learning? Providing resources that can be integrated into English learners' academic learning is one way that we can influence language learning. What are some strategies to build and foster strong family, community, and school partnerships? Inclusive celebrations. My school, we have heritage festivals every year around Hispanic Heritage Month. We'll have one of our Spanish-speaking teachers, she invites her country's band, like local band. They'll perform on stage. She'll make all her local foods from her country. So just to embrace the other cultures, just to make other students more culturally aware, as well as the community and the parents and the teachers as well. Festivals, parades, and dual language signs. So in our school, we have, if it's picture day, we won't only have picture day in English. We'll have a poster that's also in Spanish, since we do have a large Spanish-speaking population. What are effective family engagement practices that support and highlight the assets of home languages, including communication, family involvement, and providing intentional strategies for families of English learners? What are some inclusive community engagement practices? Relationship building, effective communication, and family involvement. One way that will help engage with practices are the heritage festivals like I mentioned about. Thank you.